You're right.
Good morning. It's May 17th.
Do you know the month is like officially half over? May just finally got here and it's half over.
Well, I guess...
I like to drag May out a little bit. I think May is such a beautiful month.
Well, you can drag it out. I don't know how you're going to do it.
I know, but I'm just saying I just want it to take its time. It's just a beautiful month.
Yeah, there's some months that you just want to push along.
Oh, yeah.
And then there are others you don't, yes.
January is one of those ones we usually want to push out the door.
February.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're past those. We survived. We're in spring mode. Lots of beautiful flowers and the grass outside. Lots of birds all the time. I notice that they're singing.
I really like listening to the birds. I had the opportunity to be at one of the greenhouses the other day. We were in between appointments. And Bill said, he'd just read his book in the car. And I got to spend a whole hour at Oxford Instashade. I was looking for some shrubs and stuff just to get some ideas. And it was wonderful. Because I was smelling things and feeling things and taking some pictures and just taking that all in. It was just so beautiful. Very, very nice. And I think this might be the week we do our outside planters at the store. So
possibly. It is a little cool this morning, but I think that's a good way to start the day and then warm up gradually. I like that.
Yeah, I think it might get up to, it's not going to get very warm today, maybe 60 or, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, those are my favorite kind of mornings.
I like cool mornings too.
Yeah. All right, I see Jen and Bonnie, Carla, Valerie, Susan, and Star.
It's good to see you too, Susan. And there's Star again, and Beth, and Judy Monroe.
There's lots of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are glad to see you back. They missed you.
All right. We will do door prizes today since we didn't get to do any last week. So I have a Dresden plate quilt book. So it's a little pattern book. I guess I should go this way, shouldn't I? And you can...
There's some really nice ideas in there.
It doesn't work so well backwards. Yeah, there's some good instructions in there. Anyway, that's one of them. We have a prairie pointer.
And that's nice because it's metal. So when you press on it, like, when you iron against it, you get nice
crisp points. Yeah. So for some of those prairie point projects. And then I have 6 bright fish-themed fat quarters. They're kind of like the tropical.
Ocean, yeah.
Ocean, yes. So if you want to make a comment, I will try to draw your name. Or no, not me, Arlene.
And we can send comments for door prizes to Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com or Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com. And we won't forget that Tammy is spelled T-A-M-I.
Is there a rhyme? Should there be a rhyme?
Do you know what? Somebody was saying to me they didn't think they had the right show because they didn't hear us say T-A-M-I. It was one of the gentlemen.
Oh,
one of the
goodness.
husbands, yeah.
He was probably making a funny joke.
So we had a busy week last week. We were at the Oxford Guild Quilt Show, and it was a beautiful show. And it was so nice to see many of you there. And we had a door prize. We had a draw. You can put your name in here for a draw.
So there's like a jelly roll. There's some wonder pins, bandages, a pen. Oh, our magnetic pincushion bowl, or not pincushion bowl, but magnetic bowl that we like.
Some silk samples, Band-Aids.
Yeah.
A deck of cards.
All kinds of little goodies.
Yeah, one of those needle sharpeners.
So if you entered your name into the... no, I can't even talk today. How about you talk?
I think you're doing a fine job, Tammy. You just carry on. It just kind of works its way off your tongue eventually.
Eventually, it'll be in a smooth rhythm.
And you know what? Everybody's pretty forgiving of that. Because we're just human.
That's right.
Yeah. So you had to...
Put your email, your phone number, and your name on a little slip of paper, put it in there, and then you're eligible for this draw. So we're going to draw that.
Okay, so it has to be all 3 things on there.
All 3 things.
Okay. You draw since you weren't there.
All right. Dig deep. Oh, nope. That one only had 2 of the 3 things. This one has 3. Looks like Meryl Vincent is the winner. Meryl?
Meryl or
Meryl? Merle, Vincent.
Very good. Congratulations, Meryl.
So we'll contact Meryl, and the prize is hers.
Very good.
And thank you for entering with your emails.
So we have some fun fabric today.
Okay.
Should we talk about fabric?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe we'll put this pretty cape out here. This came in, and this is a bundle of, I want to say, how many are in here? 20 fat quarters, and this is just a new release that has just come out. And it's
There we go.
It's quite, you're going to put an X on here for me at some point. So it's a beautiful bundle of fat quarters and
Matching.
and so the 20 fat quarters are $112, and then for $68.95 here's the layer cake. But look at these sumptuous colors. They had I know at the Oxford show, just as you went in from where we were, they had a lovely quilt done on point with just the 10-inch squares with sashing. It was very effective.
It was, and then they picked, it was kind of in these colors, but
Sort of a mauvey.
yeah, they had kind of more the gold and yellow as their little accent border, and it just brightened everything. It was really lovely.
It was. And we have more of our cute little bunnies. Guess How Much I Love You. A fat quarter bundle. There's a little bit more of the fabric coming. And there are 13 fat quarters here. Actually, there's 12 fat quarters and a panel that's 2/3 of a yard. And that's $86, but it's just, that would make just the sweetest quilt. Probably could make more than one.
Yeah, it's very cute.
And then I'm putting these robins here because I just wanted to show you. We got some really pretty, this is like a white, it's got a nice sheen to it. Tone on tone. This is the kind you like, Tammy, not. This is like a fairy frost. And this would go very nice here, but what it would look very nice with is, look at this. See with this? So we're going to add these
lilies
into our...
Or poinsettias? What are they?
Looks like
They
a
look
white...
kind of a lily, right? White lily?
Anyway,
They're just beautiful. That piece is very beautiful.
and it just goes together and shimmers with these just beautifully.
They're nice to accent things.
They really are. I'm just going to move these. And then I have a gold one to show you. So this is like a gold fairy frost. People are asking for these, and I just thought I'd pull a couple that it would look nice against. But look at what it does to this. And even this. So for those of you who like sort of that nice gold colorway, this would show up very, very nice. And some of you are starting on some Christmas projects already, just so that you're not under the gun when the season starts.
I have heard different people say that they've been working on some Christmas quilts, or
Yeah.
so we'll
Let's open that one up
change
a little.
modes, and now we're into succulents, a nice springy print. And I love succulents. I actually finally learned how to keep them alive, so
Did you?
you don't water them. I think the first set I ever bought, I was watering them once a week, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then, good old Google, you learn.
You do.
So that one is 17 a yard.
I forgot to say what the other ones were. They were also 17 a yard.
The Fairy Frost is also 17?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So do you have anything to show?
We were thinking, since when it's springtime, it's also wedding season. And, you were looking for a shower gift. And sometimes you're giving something very practical, like a casserole dish. You just want to add something nice to it or something homemade. These casserole dish cozies. So when you've got your hot casserole dish coming out of the oven, you can plop it in there. You can take it to your car.
Plop it in there?
Plop it in there.
Maybe if it's hot, maybe place it carefully.
Okay,
If you
well,
plop
you
it,
know what I mean.
You could smash.
Well, we've
Do
got
you know what I heard yesterday?
What?
I was at the bank And this lady, I was like, to my sweet little teller, Jennifer, I said, so how was your day? She said, well, better now. And I said, oh, she was driving to work from St. Thomas, and this great big turkey was flying across the road, and then all of a sudden realized it was in the wrong spot, turned midway, and smashed into her windshield. Oh. And the whole windshield was completely smashed. There was glass in her car.
That's an old turkey.
Yeah. Well, I just was thinking turkey casserole, and all of a sudden it reminded me of that turkey story. And I thought, how horrifying would that be?
All right, so we went from casserole dish to turkey.
But it's still turkey, turkey casserole.
Okay. So when you're taking your turkey casserole out of the oven, you have a cozy to carry it in to your friend's house or to a potluck dinner, a gathering, whatever. So we've got these little kits. And you basically need a fat quarter for one side, or the front, and the fat quarter for the back. And we've got Insulbrite in the middle, just so that everything stays warm and you're not burning yourself when you're carrying it.
What a great idea. This one's so cute, too. Look at how she's done this with a nice coordinating fabric.
So it's like sort of like the soup bowl cozy, but it's for your casserole dish. So we're going to have kits made up for those, and they're $20.
I think that's really neat. Yeah, great summer barbecues. Like even something cold sometimes.
Yeah, a salad or
it's very
like
presentable.
Salad. Yeah.
It'd be fun as a host, like if you're bringing a dish to a barbecue, but then you tell your host you can keep the casserole dish, like the cozy for it, as a hostess gift.
So just some little ideas when you want to make something.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
So we have some black tone-on tones that came in. These are always requested. This one has a sort of a little flower on it. So you can see that. And then this one has got some like
swirls.
Yeah, swirls, kind of almost like a little bit of calligraphy, but not writing.
These are just nice sometimes when you want black, but you want a little bit more.
Yeah. Just that little bit of interest and depth.
These are Maywood. These are always great to work with.
Yes, and they're also 17. It's just all the silly price increases. Look at that with the little flowers and the stems. Mm-hmm. And this one is like little dots.
Like a scattered dot.
But beautiful quality.
Mm-hmm.
And these will work out really nice. Now we have some awesome blenders that have come in.
So these are from Robert Kaufman. They're fusions. And I think we got the whole line, didn't we? Or pretty close. So they're just like a soft print, but they'll add some movement and interest to pieces. We've got gorgeous colors. So
this print that you can see here is on all of them. So it's not like a sunburst, but kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
So this one is called... I was looking for the color name. Oh, this one's Cloud, and this one's called Blue Jay.
Vintage white.
That does have a vintage white look to it.
This one is Coral. It's a beautiful coral.
It is a very pretty coral.
And then we have Dahlia. So it helps when you're looking to fill in those gaps sometimes of your signature pieces.
But
Ballerina.
I've seen ballerina, that's pretty. I have seen some really pretty quilts just done with something like this, just all tone on tone. So instead of like a solid, look at that
poppy.
Red. That's a beautiful red.
Okay. And then there's Cranberry, which is really nice red. Yeah, the colors are beautiful.
And yeah, this is a color sometimes like this cranberry that sometimes is hard to get. What's that one called?
Azalea.
Oh, kind of almost look like bubble gum.
Azalea is much nicer than bubblegum.
Yeah, but look at how pretty those two look together.
Mm-hmm. These blenders are $17 a yard. And this one's Aubergine, if I said that correctly. Aubergine.
But of course.
If you want to add an accent.
Do you like that Leon's commercial?
I don't watch many commercials. That's winter. Let's see. Hyacinth, which is good for this time of year.
Oh, my lilacs are all blooming like crazy. I bet everybody else's are too. Our backyard smells so wonderful.
And that's iris. Pull them back. Let's get into some sunshine.
Look at the color on that though.
That's sun-kissed.
And look at those two together. Yummy, yummy. And look at even that nice mauve against that. Oh, beautiful.
And there's fresh dew. And citrus.
That does look very citrusy.
Clover. And there's jade.
Yeah, we really covered the greens there nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
All right, and we'll get into hazelnut. That sounds like a coffee.
Or chocolate.
Chocolate. And that's camel. Sea glass.
Wow, that's one of those pretty colors too.
Steel.
So we're going to mix these all up in with our colors in our color wall, but you'll know to look for them. What's this one called?
Pewter, and that's the last one.
Pewter. Okay. So we want to do some show and tell while I put this away a little bit.
Sure.
So we were talking about the Oxford show. We just grabbed two that, were just there's so many that were very, very pretty. This one is Joanne Clausen's. And, if you were to zoom in and just take a nice close look at it.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. And the next one that we selected was Jim Wilford's. And look at all that beautiful handwork on there.
He always does amazing things.
He does. And I think Jim, I'm trying to think if he's 90 now. Anyway, he is an amazing quilter, an artist, and just has such a different eye for things. Just very accomplished, and he's won at Quilt Canada before, and he does a very nice job. Okay, now what else do we have here? Oh, we bumped into, here are four sisters. Oh, there's Margaret, I forget, they told me Anita, and golly, she's been in for years. She's been treasurer. It'll come to me and I'll be embarrassed. But here's these four happy sisters, three of them being quilters, going through the quilt show. And I just thought, how nice to see four sisters out together enjoying a day.
We also finished up our beginner class. Yesterday was the last day. We had 4 ladies, and they've been working very diligently on their quilts, and they're amazing.
And you can see the one on the right on the wall there. And that was our sample. And they're still working on getting their borders on, but we did take some pictures.
So there's Gladys and Jackie working on her quilt top with the ironing board. And so to your right is Pat. That's her masterpiece. And to your left is Diane.
They're all so different and just so beautiful. I think that was Pat.
Oh,
it was Pat back there.
Yes.
Pat with her.
Pat, yes.
And
Pat
she had
with
used
the,
Liberty. Liberty, yeah.
It's hard to see when you're away from the screen.
Oh, good. It's not just my eyes. I'm getting my eyes checked today. So it's my annual appointment.
I need to do that too, yes. So there's Jackie on the right with her yellow and black and white. And that's Debbie on the left.
But just all, they all look so different, but what a fabulous job they've done. And they just have their borders to add. And they did this in 8 weeks.
Yeah, it is amazing. When you come out, and if you do all the homework, you're pretty much done. You just had to add that little bit.
Yeah, and the thing is, when they finish this class, they're very comfortable doing flying geese and 9 patches and half square triangles and, a log cabin block. There's just so many different components to that quilt. And it's done with one jelly roll and a background fabric. So there just isn't the pressure to pick out a whole selection of colors and values and scales, because you learn that as you go. But that's in that jelly roll that you're using. So
And so that's just a pattern that we use for beginner class. It's not available through the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you mentioned that.
We get those questions a lot because it is beautiful.
Yeah, and speaking of classes, the one that is, I guess we should keep on going here. Is there any more? Oh, this is Adriana Leanders with her beautiful quilt.
It's
she
awesome.
brought that into the
It's
store.
all hand embroidered.
All hand embroidered.
Fantastic. It's a lot of work.
It is. And speaking of classes, One Block Wonder. Well, that's just taken off. It's a wonder.
It is a wonder.
So we will continue to add classes. Louise has been away. She's back tomorrow, and I think we'll see her here in the store. And we'll pick out some more dates. So if you're wanting to get on a list, no worries. We'll be sending out some more dates.
I do still have the 2 new classes we offer now, July 18th and 19th. I do have spots.
Okay.
So you can just send me an email.
Sounds great. And that would be Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com. Oh, my
All right.
sweet. What do we have behind us? And I also have some more fabric to show.
Yes. Somebody's asking, does the One Block Wonder have to be that panel?
Yes.
We specifically kitted that block, that panel, so that you could get most of it done in class, so you get a good handle on how to do that. So you can go ahead in the future and do your own project.
And that's why it's really pretty inexpensive to do. Like, it's $85 for the class, which includes the kit.
Yes.
And you just need your 60-degree ruler. And so many people already have one of those, so because it's quite a versatile ruler. Did you want to talk about this quilt?
Okay, so we have this little lake boat quilt. It's 51 by 69. We thought it was a good season to show that. Again, it is $95 for the kit.
And we have a few of those in stock
We
still.
do have a few still. Yeah. Be a nice little cottage gift, or on your boat, or even in your camping trailer.
And then we have a Garden Delight that has come in from Free Spirit. This is Sue Pennon is the designer. It's $18 a yard, but I want to pull some of these out for you to have a little look. Isn't that pretty?
When you open it, it almost looks like flowers in a sense. Like very abstract.
And then we're going
Oh, that's fun.
to, lots of color here.
It's by Sue Penn. I was just wondering.
Yeah. We've had some of her. Do you want to flip that bottom part out? Look at this. Oh, doesn't this just feel like a summer day? Like that to me is summer day, the sun, the blue, the green. Covers it all, doesn't it?
It does. Green grass, blue skies, beautiful sunshine. You can almost feel the warmth.
And this one is really fun. And I think we almost have to do it that way.
Open it like...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how to... Look at this.
Yeah. This is like a panel almost.
Well, it could be used, some of the panel quilts, it could be cut and used that way. And we did that with one of the Northcott ones. Remember? That was quite popular, Arlene. But isn't that something?
That's fun.
It is. See the birds and the big flowers.
You have to see it in person because, we can't show you all of it. So at the top, it's a little bit lighter.
But all these pieces coordinate beautifully with it. So, yeah. Yum,
There you
yum.
go.
Yum, yum,
Very
yum.
colorful.
I think, anyway.
All right, so I think it's door prize time.
No, is it already that time?
Sure is. All right. We will do the book first, the Dresden Plate book.
Who will be our winner?
Barbara Marie.
Barbara Marie.
Congratulations. The Prairie Pointer little tool.
Joan Nicholson Bedoin?
Sorry, Joanne or Joe? Joan Nicholson.
Yeah.
So we'll be posting them on Facebook. Don't worry, and we don't want to ruin your name here. So
And then the little
that quarter bundle.
yes,
Shara Britton.
Shara Britton. Congratulations. You can let us know if you're going to pick up your door prize or if you need it mailed, and we'd be happy to do that. We'd be happy to see you in person.
So we hope that you'll drop by. We've got lovely weather, and it's just a nice time to be out and about.
It is. Have a great week and make sure you get outside and enjoy the sunshine.
thank you very much for joining us today, ladies. And we appreciate your sharing. And if you have a chance, if you could just like our page on Facebook, that helps us with some of our algorithms. Thank you.
Okay.